Algebra is the third unit of this term. Students, in the last session, we have learned about addition and subtraction of algebraic terms, addition and subtraction of algebraic expressions, example problems, and exercise 3.2 problems. In this class, we are going to see simple linear equations, construction of linear equations, solving an equation. Students, before getting into simple linear equations, we must know what is polynomial and linear equation. Definition of polynomial: an algebraic expression that can be written as a term or as the sum or difference of terms. Then we can say that p of x is a polynomial in x, and here 2x is a linear term. A linear equation in one variable is an equation which can be written in the form of ax plus b equal to 0, where a and b are real numbers, constants, and a not equal to 0. An algebraic equation such as x plus 7 equal to 12, in which the highest degree term in the variable or variables is of the first degree, which is the definition of linear equation. Students, now let us learn to construct simple linear equations and solve them. Construction of linear equations. Students, consider an expression 7x plus 3, where x is the variable. When x is equal to 2, we know that the value of the expression is 7 into 2 plus 3. That is, we have to replace the variable x. The variable x by the given numerical value to obtain an arithmetical expression. Now, let us simplify the arithmetical expression by BIDMAS method. That is, first priority is given to the bracket, the operation within the bracket done first. Here let us multiply 7 into 2, which is 14. Now add 14 and 3. We get 17, which is the required value of the expression. An equation is always equated to either a numerical value or another algebraic expression. Here in the first example, here this algebraic expression is equated to a numerical value 17. And in the second example, this algebraic equation is equated to another algebraic expression. So, in general, the right hand side of the equation is just a number. In general, the right hand side of an equation is just a number. And the second one is the equality sign. The equality sign shows that the value of the expression to the left of the equal to sign is equal to the value of the expression to the right of the equal to sign. In general, the right hand side of an equation is just a number, but this need not be always be so. The right hand side may be an expression containing the variable. The example, the equation 7x plus 3 equal to 3x minus 1 has the expression 7x plus 3 on the left and 3x minus 1 on the right, separated by an equality sign. Let us look at some situations where we have the value of an expression without actually knowing the values of each of the variables. The price of 10 chairs and 4 tables is rupees 4,000. We are not given the price of a chair or a table. Let's take the price of one chair as rupees x and one table as rupees y. Then the cost of 10 chairs and 4 tables is 10x plus 4y, because for one chair it is x, then for 10 chair it is 10x, for one table it is y, for 4 table it is 4y. Therefore, the price of 10 chairs and 4 tables is 4,000 is given. Therefore, we can write 10x plus 4y is equal to 4000. This is an equation of two variables x and y taking the value 4000. Students, now before going to do the problems, let's recall the words commonly used to represent the operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and equal to sign. A skill of translating between a verbal statements and algebraic equations requires an understanding of the words that are commonly used to represent mathematical operations: add, sum, plus, total, and, together, additional, added to, combined with, more than, increased by, or the words commonly used to represent the operation of addition. Similarly, there are many other words to represent the operations like subtraction, multiplication, division, equal to sign, parenthesis, etc. Students, listen carefully. Is, are, were, was, will be, yields, sold for, gives, or the words represents the equal to sign. Now let us construct algebraic equations for the given verbal statements. The cost of an apple and 2 mangoes is rupees 120. If the price of an apple is A and 1 mango is M, for 2 mangoes its price will be 2M. Here and represents the sum of the addition of A and 2M. Then the required equation is A plus 2M is equal to 120. A rectangle of some dimensions has perimeter 50 centimeter. What are the dimensions used in a rectangle? Yes, they are length L and breadth B. Has perimeter 50 centimeter. We know that the perimeter of a rectangle is 2 into L plus B. Here, which is given that 50. Therefore, the required algebraic equation is 2 into L plus B is equal to 50. Tamarai is 4 years elder to her sister Selvi and their ages add up to 24. The ages of Tamarai and her sister are treated as variables. Although their ages are different, we consider this as one variable because the age of Tamarai is associated to the age of Selvi. Suppose if Selvi's age is 10, then the age of Tamarai is 10 plus 4, which is 14. In the same way, if the age of Selvi is x, then the age of Tamarai is x plus 4. Thus, we can form an equation as x plus 4 is equal to 24. Otherwise, x plus x is 2x. 2x plus 4 is equal to 24. Hence, an equation can be looked as algebraic expression equated to either a constant or any other algebraic expression. Try to construct algebraic equations for the following verbal statements. 1/3 of a number plus 6 is 10, which is the given verbal statement. 1/3 means 1 by 3. 1/3 of a number, it means 1 by 3 x. Of, the word of represents the multiplication sign between 1 by 3 and the number and the variable x. Plus 6, that is we have to add 1 by 3x with 6. We know that is represents the equal to sign in the equation and the algebraic expression is equal to 10. Now, we get 1 by 3 x plus 6 is equal to 10, which is the required algebraic equation. The sum of 5 times of x and 3 is 28, which is the given verbal statement. Here 5 times of x means 5 into x. The sum of the word sum represents the addition symbol between 5x and 3 in the equation, and is represents the equal to sign, and the RHS is nothing but 28. Therefore, 5x plus 3 is equal to 28, which is the required algebraic equation. Students, now we are going to recall once again few terminologies which we will have to encounter frequently. For example, 5 plus 7 can be called as a numerical expression or arithmetical expression. In this numerical expression, say if an alphabet x is present, for example 5x plus 7, it becomes an algebraic expression wherein the alphabet x is called as a variable, while the numerical value in front of the variable x is called as the coefficient of the variable x. However, the numerical value 7 is called a constant, which is a fixed value. Here, 5x and 7 are said to be the terms of an expression 5x plus 7. It is called an equation. The equality sign shows that the value of the expression to the left of the equal to sign is equal to the value of the expression to the right of the equal to sign. Let us see solving an equation. Students, an equation is like a weighing balance with equal weights on both of its spans, in which case the arm of the balance are exactly horizontal. If we add the same weights to both the pans, the arms remains horizontal. In the same way, if we remove the same weights from both the pans, then also the arm remains horizontal. We use the same principle for solving an equation. We use the following principles to separate the variables and constants, thereby solving an equation. If we add or subtract the same number on both sides of the equation, the value remains the same. For example, to solve x plus 5 equal to 12, we have to subtract 5 on both sides for subtracting the constants and variables of the equation, that is x plus 5 minus 5 equal to 12 minus 5, which is equal to x plus 5 minus 5 is 0, is equal to 12 minus 5 is 7. Hence, x is equal to 7, since 0 is the additive identity. Similarly, if we multiply or divide the equation with the same number on both sides, the equation remains the same. For example, students, to solve the equation 5y equal to 20, to get y on the right hand side alone, we have to divide 5 on both sides. What we are doing on left hand side, we have to do the same thing on right hand side. Thus, 1 by 5 into 5y equal to 1 by 5 into 20. Here in the left hand side, 5 and 5 cancel out. And we get y is equal to 1 by 5 into 20. So here 5 is 1 times and 20 is 4 times. 4 5s are 20. Thus we get y is equal to 4. An equation remains the same when the expressions on the left hand side and on the right hand side are interchanged. The equation 7x plus 3 equal to 17 is the same as 17 is equal to 7x plus 3. Similarly, the equation 7x plus 3 equal to 3x minus 1 is the same as 3x minus 1 equal to 7x plus 3. Steps to follow. First, add or subtract both sides of the linear equation by the same number. Secondly, multiply or divide both sides of the linear equation by the same number. Instead of step 2, always multiply both sides of the equation by the reciprocal of the coefficient of the variable. Students, there are two types to solve an algebraic equations. The first one is systematic method. The second one is transposition method. Systematic method. Add, subtract, multiply or divide both sides of an equation with the same non-zero number to find the root of the equation. Now let us see an example of systematic method. Rohit's age is double of his sister's age. Sum of their ages is 15. Sum, it means addition of their ages. Find out the age of Rohit and his sister. This is a situation which is given in the problem. Here we know that how to construct algebraic equation for the given verbal statement. Now let us assume Rohit's sister's age is equal to x. Then what is Rohit's age? It is double of his sister's age. It means that 2 times of his sister's age. Therefore, Rohit's age is equal to 2x, double of x. And given that sum of their ages is 15, that is x plus 2x is equal to 15. X plus 2x is equal to 15, which is a linear equation in x. In the left hand side, we know that to add the like terms x and 2x, where x is variable, we add the coefficients alone, that is 1 plus 2x is equal to 15. Here 1 plus 2 is 3. 3x is equal to 15. Now, by using the principle to separate the variables and constants, we must divide 3 on both sides. Here we get 3 by 3 x is equal to 15 by 3. On left hand side, 3 and 3 cancels. And simply here we get x. On right hand side, when we divide 15 by 3, we get 5. Therefore, x is equal to 5, which is the age of Rohit's sister. What is Rohit's age? It is double of his sister's age, that is 2 times, twice of his sister's age, that is 2x. Now replace x by the given numerical value 5. We get 2 into 5, which is 10. Therefore, Rohit's age is equal to 10 and sister's age is equal to 5. Students, we can also check our answer by substituting x value in the equation. And if we get left hand side equal to right hand side, then our answer solution is correct. Transposition method. An algebraic method of isolating the variable by reversing the mathematical operations as the numbers are transferred to the other side of the equation. Steps to follow. Transfer all the variable terms to left hand side and all the constants to right hand side. Note, signs of the terms change when moved from one side to the other. And second one, simplify the equation to get one term on each side. Change in sign. Operation while changing side in equation. If the term of plus sign changes to minus sign, minus changes to plus, multiplication changes to division and division changes to multiplication. Students, now let us solve example problems by using transposition method. Now let us see the example problems. Find two consecutive natural numbers whose sum is 75. The numbers are natural and consecutive. Let the numbers be x and x plus 1. We know that natural numbers are 1, 2, 3. Why we are taking x and x plus 1? If we take x as numbers, what will be the next number? See the sequence. It's increasing by 1. Thus, we taken two consecutive natural numbers as x and x plus 1. And also, given that the sum of two natural numbers is 75. So, we can write it as x plus 1 is equal to 75. And in the next line, separate the like terms in an algebraic equation. So, x plus 1 equal to 75 gives x plus x is 2x. That is, we have to add the coefficients of x alone. Gives 2x plus 1 equal to 75. Now, by using the transposition method. What is this transposition method? Yes, it is isolating the variable by reversing the mathematical operation as the numbers are transferred to the other side of the equation. So, by using that method, plus 1, when it crosses the equal to sign, it becomes minus 1. And here we get 2x is equal to 74. And here 2 is transferred as 1 by 2. That is 74 divided by 2. Now, cancelling 74 and 2, we get 37. So, the number is 37. The next number will be x plus 1, which is 37 plus 1 is 38. Therefore, the two consecutive natural numbers are 37 and 38. Example 3.12. A person has rupees 960 in denominations of rupees 1, rupees 5 and rupees 10 notes. The number of notes in each denomination is equal. What is the total number of notes? Students, listen carefully. A person has rupees 960 in his hand, out of which he has 3 types of notes. That is, he has 3 denominations like 1 rupee notes, 5 rupee notes, 10 rupee notes. In this question, it is clearly said that the number of notes in each denominations are equal. So, let us consider x as the number of notes in each denominations. So, students, let us consider x as the number of notes in each denominations. So, the equation is very simple. We have to add the product of number of notes into the denominations to equate the amount the person has in his hand. Once again, I repeat it. Here, we have to add the number of notes, the product of number of notes. So, the number of notes is x and the denomination here 1, 5, 10 or the denominations. So, we have to add the product of number of notes with the denomination x to equate the amount 960 which is the person has in his hand. And here in the next step we have to add the coefficients of x. So we get 1 and 5 and 10. So by adding these values we get 16x which is equal to 960, the amount the person has. So in the next line, here 16 by using the transposition method. Transposition method is isolating the variable by reversing the mathematical operation as the number are transferred to the other side of the equal to sign. So here 16. So 16 when it crosses the equal to sign, it goes to the denominator. So multiplication of 16 crosses the equal to sign, it goes to the denominator and it becomes 1 by 16. So now 960 divided by 60, thus we get. So cancelling 960 and 16 by using fourth table, we get 240 in the numerator and 4 in the denominator. So now again by dividing 240 by 4 we get 60. So therefore x is equal to 60. Example 3.13. In an examination, a student scores 4 marks for every correct answer and loses 1 mark for every wrong answer. If he answers 60 questions in all and gets 130 marks, find the number of questions he answered correctly. In this question, a student gets 4 marks for every correct answer and minus 1 mark for every wrong answer. Totally, he answers 60 questions and get 130 marks. Let the number of questions answered correctly be x. So the marks obtained for answering correctly is 4x. And the marks lost for answering wrongly is equal to minus 1 into 60 minus x. Here 60 minus x is the number of questions answered wrongly. So the equation is simple. Students, the total marks obtained is nothing but marks obtained for correct answers minus marks lost for wrong answers is equal to 130. So, we can write it as 4x minus 1 into 60 minus x, where x is the number of correct answers and 60 minus x is the number of wrong answers is equal to 130. Now, in the next step, by using the multiplication of integer rules, the product of two different signs, two different integers is always a negative integer, and the product of two negative integers is always a positive integers. By using this multiplication integer rule, we get 4x minus 1 into 60 is minus 60. Minus 1 into minus x is plus x is equal to 130. Now, in the next step, we have to arrange the like terms and constants separately in an algebraic equation. So, 4x plus x. 4x and x are like terms. Minus 60 is equal to 130. Now, adding the coefficients of x alone, we get 4 plus 1x minus 60 is equal to 130. Now, 4 plus 1 is 5. 5x is equal to 5x minus 60 is equal to 130. Now, by using the transposition method. What is the transposition method? It is isolating the variable by reversing the mathematical operation. Reversing the mathematical operation as a sum or transferred to the other side of the equal to sign. So, by using the transposition method, minus 60 when it crosses the equal to sign, it becomes plus 60. So, in the next step, we get 5x is equal to 190. And here 5 transferred. By using transposition method, it transferred to the other side as 1 by 5. So, x is equal to 190 divided by 5. So, now by dividing 190 by 5, we get 38. So, x is equal to 38. Hence, the number of correct answer is 38. Example 3.14. A school bus starts with full strength of 60 students. It drops some students at the first bus stop. We don't know what is the number of students got down in the first bus stop. Let it be x. At the second bus stop, twice the number of students get down from the bus. Twice, it means 2 times. 6 students get down at the third bus stop and the number of students remaining in the bus is only 3. How many students got down at the first? Since we don't know the number of students who get down at the first stop, let us take the number as x. The number of students get down at the second bus stop is 2x. The number of students get down from the third bus stop is 6 and the number of students remaining in the bus is only 3. Students, now we are going to equate all these number of students who got down at each bus stops to the total number of students in the bus. So here x, the number of students who get down at the first stop, and 2x, the number of students get down at the second bus stop, plus 6, the number of students get down from the third bus stop, and here 3 is the number of students remaining in the bus is only 3. So we are equating all these values to 60, the total number of students in the bus. So in the next line we have to separate like terms and constants alone. So here x plus 2x plus 6 plus 3 is equal to 60. Now adding the coefficients alone, we get 1 plus 2x plus 6 plus 3 is 9 is equal to 60. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3x plus 9 is equal to 60 is the required algebraic equation. Now again, by using the transposition method, we have to solve for x. Now by using transposition method, what is the transposition method? Isolating the variable by reversing the mathematical operation as the number or transfer to the other side of the equal to sign. So here plus 9 becomes minus 9, and here 3 into x, here 3 becomes 1 by 3 in the other side of the equal to sign. So 3x plus 9 equal to 60 becomes 3x. When plus 9 crosses the equal to sign, it becomes minus 9. So 60 minus 9 is 51. So 3x is equal to 51. Thus we get. Again we are using transposition method. This 3, when it crosses the equal to sign, it goes to the denominator. So 51 divided by 3 we get. So when we cancel 51 and 3, it is 17 times. So in the denominator it is 1 time. So x is equal to 17 is the answer. Thus the number of students got down in the first bus stop is 17.